Good morning, dear students. This is Vivek Kumar, lecturer at Doon Valley Institute of Pharmacy and Medicines, Karnal. Today, in this video lecture, we are going to start with a new topic, that is maternal and child health. Let us first of all know what is maternal and child health. Maternal and child health refers to a package of comprehensive healthcare services which are developed to meet promotive, preventive, curative, rehabilitative needs of pregnant women before, during, and after delivery, and of infants and preschool children from birth to 5 years. WHO has indicated that even though motherhood has been considered as a fulfilling natural experience that is emotional to the mother, a high percentage of women go through a lot of challenges where they suffer health wise and sometimes even die. Because of this, there is a need to invest in the health of women. The investment can be achieved in different ways. Among the main ones being subsidizing the healthcare cost, education, encouraging effective family planning, and ensuring progressive checkup on the health of women with children. Now let's move on to the objective of maternal and child health. Now the main objective is to reduce maternal mortality and morbidity. The next one is to reduce perinatal and neonatal mortality and morbidity. Third one is to regulate fertility so as to have wanted and healthy children when desired. Next one is to provide basic maternal and child health care to all mother and children. The next point is to promote and protect health of mothers. And the last one is to promote and protect physical growth and psychosocial development of children. Let's move on to the next slide. There are three components of mother and child health care. The first one is maternal health, that we are going to discuss in detail in the later slides. Second one is child health, and the third one is family planning. Now the question is, what is maternal health care? Maternal health care includes care of women during pregnancy, during childbirth, and after childbirth. It also includes treatment of child treatment of childless couples. So now let's move on to the risk factors or the factors that are going to affect the maternal health. Now what is maternal risk factors? These can be defined as the probability of dying or experiencing serious injury as a result of pregnancy or childbirth. The very first point under this topic is young primitive, that is below 19 years. There is grave risk to both mother and the child because the teenage mother is still growing and is not adequately equipped to cope the pregnancy and labor and is not psychologically prepared for the responsibilities of marriage. Now the next point is elder preemie, that is 30 years and over. Having babies too late in life leads to increased risk of complications in pregnancy and labor. Now the next point is having too many babies. When the mother bears more than 3 babies, she is at high risk of developing problems due to repeated pregnancies and labor. This is due to weakening of tissues, depletion of nutrition, and overall poor physical health of the mother. Next point is having too close pregnancies. When the interval between the two pregnancies is less than 3 years, it can create problem during the pregnancy. It is because mother did not get enough time to recover completely and fully from the stress and strain of the previous pregnancy. Other conditions of mothers, these include, first one is mother with short height, that is less than 145 centimeters, having a small and inadequate pelvis. Mothers that are underweight, that is having less than 40 kgs of weight. Usually, underweight mothers are malnourished and anemic and have high risk of developing complications during pregnancy. Third point is that is the condition where the mothers are overweight. That is, they have more than 70 kgs of weight, have difficulty during childbirth. Fourth point is mothers having malnutrition and anemia. These mothers are and find it difficult to tolerate the stress and strain of pregnancy and childbirth. There are some associated medical conditions. These includes heart disease, high blood pressure, kidney disease, tuberculosis, diabetes, repeated attacks of malaria, hepatitis disorder, etc. Now, let's move on to the components of maternal health care. Maternal health care components include antenatal care, that is before the pregnancy, natal care during the pregnancy, and postnatal care after the pregnancy. Now, in the coming slides, we are going to study in details about these topics. Antenatal care. Antenatal care is the care during pregnancy. Now, what are the objectives of antenatal care? To promote, protect, and maintain health of mother during pregnancy, to ensure the birth of mature and healthy babies. to identify high risk mother and give them appropriate attention to prevent complication. Rohit Pal sir, please. To prepare the mother for confinement. Last point is to prepare the mother to care for her babies. Now, what are the essential antenatal care services? First one is registration of pregnant women. Under this, the mother must be registered within 12 weeks of pregnancy. The second one is antenatal visit. Ideally, the mother should attend the antenatal clinic once a month during the first 7 months, twice a month during the second month, and thereafter once a week if everything is normal. Now the next point is care during first contact, that is taking health history, physical examination, general medical examination, obstetrical examination, laboratory examination, and the fourth point and the most important one is immunization against tetanus. Second dose of tetanus toxoid should be given. First dose at 16 to 20 week and second dose at 20 to 24 weeks of pregnancy. Iron and folic acid tablets. Mother is given 1 tablet of iron and folic acid twice a day for at least 100 days to prevent anemia in mothers and to promote proper growth of fetus. Now the last one is health education during pregnancy. Diet during pregnancy. A well balanced diet is required during pregnancy for the proper growth and development of fetus and for optimum health of mother. A pregnant woman should be educated regarding personal hygiene. Smoking and drinking. Mother should be advised to avoid smoking and drinking alcohol. It leads to low birth weight and retardation. Drugs. The mother should be advised not to take any medicine unless it is prescribed by the doctor. The third one is radiations. The mother should be advised to avoid abdominal X-ray in predisposes child to the risk of leukemia and other cancers.